Hello everyone, Lauren White here with Outdoor Coffee Shop, and we are at the Expo 2025 in Louisville, Kentucky. This is day 2 and I am in the Landmark Ceramics booth. It's a gorgeous booth, and I'm going to have you introduce yourself. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Andrew Patrizzi. I'm the Regional Sales Manager for Hardscape for Landmark Ceramics. I've been working with Landmark for about 7 years now, and we've been partnered with the Heritage Group for about 4.
Okay, wonderful. And so tell me about Landmark Ceramics. Who are you? What do you provide?
Landmark Ceramics is a 100% American-made porcelain manufacturer. Okay. We manufacture porcelain for flooring, wall coverings, and specifically at this show, 2cm porcelain pavers for outdoor use.
Okay, great. So American-made, that's probably huge in general, and especially right now with
absolutely.
and all that.
Absolutely, yeah. So Hardscape has always been a very American brand from the concrete manufacturers and classic brick and stone manufacturing, but porcelain has always obviously had a connotation of being an Italian or imported product. So when our group decided to build an American factory and make American product, it was a really good segue into the industry.
Yeah.
And over the years, for various reasons, American made has become more and more important within that industry. And it's also really helped us grow, being that 2cm, like porcelain pavers are a new product. It helps our dealers minimize exposure, for lack of a better word, whereas they don't have to stock so much initial inventory and take so much risk because we actually inventory the material in Tennessee, and we were able to ship it basically anywhere in the country within about a week.
Okay. And is that where the plant's made?
Yeah,
Tennessee?
Yeah, we're manufactured, and the town is Mount Pleasant. It's about an hour south of Nashville.
Okay, very nice. And how's the show been? This is day 2.
The show's been really, really good. Our booth, we've been exhibiting here for, I want to say, 6 or 7 years, and our booth gets busier and busier every year, again, as this material is more and more accepted by like the masses of hardscape. On the front end, it was considered an extremely high-end and perhaps finicky to work with material, but like through training with like ourselves and our partners, including our dealers and vendors and some of our equipment partners, for lack of a better word, we've been able to get out there and train guys and show them that it's actually a lot easier to work with than they think.
Yeah.
And because of the big size format and the light weight, it actually installs relatively quickly compared to like a traditional material.
And so you provide training as well?
We do, yeah. So as a rep, it's one of the things that I do. I cover 6 states right now. I get out with our dealers and distributors, and we, when needed, we will do job site training.
Oh, wow.
But what we really like to do is bring multiple different customers, contractors, etc., to a distributor location, and myself, as well as some of our other industry partners that provide accessories for our market, will get hands-on training for those contractors.
Yeah. Well, that's a huge differentiator, I'm sure.
It's one of the things that on the front end, it is a lot of legwork and it's a lot of time, and it can take forever, and it seems like right when you finish one demo at a dealer, 6 guys that buy from that dealer want another demo. So you're like, okay, well, I'll be back in like 2 weeks to do the same thing I just did.
Yeah.
So, but it has been one of the more helpful things that we've been able to do to grow the business.
Yeah.
And I feel like it actually helps to build some brand loyalty as well, to have a dedicated USA-based, like local or regional hardscape rep for a company like ours.
Right. So besides all of that, is there anything else that sets you apart from kind of others in the industry?
Yeah. So our line size is actually the biggest in the industry as far as porcelain pavers goes. So we make 60 colors and about 10 sizes. And a lot of what we do, especially in the early days and with some of our more traditional installers, a lot of guys are used to installing a traditional bluestone and limestone in like a patterned or multi-size. So we're able to still provide that same look and that same installation size format in a much more consistent, easier to work with, and more durable product.
Yeah, very cool. And we're standing in front of this beautiful wall. I don't want to ignore it. So tell me a little bit about this.
Yeah. So these are our shape collection. These are actually made to order. They are cut they're water jet cut in Tennessee from our factory stock material. Okay. So you'll have limestone and then silver quartz here, and you can mix basically by your own design up to about 6 colors in any of the shapes that are on this wall. We work with you on the design if needed. We have kind of like a little format book that makes it a little easier for you.
Yeah.
But they're really great for accent pieces. They are not really expensive, but they're more expensive than most of our, 24 by 24 squares. But yeah, you'd find these retailing at like $20 a foot, which for a really, really designer high-end product is actually a pretty low cost.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, they're newer to us just within the past couple years, and they've been really successful. but they're accent pieces. You know, you're not going to do 30,000 feet of this,
Right.
but you might do 30,000 feet of a standard color and put like a carpet area or like an accent area of a shape.
Sure. No, that makes sense. No, they're very pretty. Well, great. Anything else that you want contractors to know about Landmarks?
Yeah, so Landmark is 100% sold through distribution and dealers. We have dealers nationwide. Obviously, Heritage is one of our biggest and broadest spread distributors that has given us just tons and tons of reach in terms of who we can service.
Yeah.
Being that this is a newer to the market product, we've been making these in the US for about 10 years now. It's proven over decades in Italy and Europe, but it's a newer to the American market. So as we extend our reach, it's actually been really great to capitalize on some of Heritage's scope, I guess, to where I can call some of the guys I work with in the Northeast. One of my main points of contact is John Zapralla. And we're able to get creative on delivery. So we have jobs way out on the east end of the Hamptons where there are no hardscape dealers. So I'm able to call John and say, hey, do you have someone that can deliver out to the east end? And he says, well, we own another company. It's a roofing supply that has the equipment. We'll order it, deliver it to the roofing supply, and they'll deliver it for us. So we've been able to actually like really grow the market that way on an architectural and design base. Because what we find is some of the architectural and design based community that kind of works out in like the Hamptons or like Martha's Vineyard or Nantucket, there's not a lot of industry nearby. So to be able to capitalize on some of Heritage's reach and has really been a benefit for us.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. I
And
appreciate it.
enjoy the rest of the show.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you.